Introducing Woodpecker's new StoryStick Pro. Woodpecker's new StoryStick Pro comes in a 24-inch length for inside cabinet work and 48-inch length for marking longer boards. With its engraved scales on top for easy readability, and with new double tabs which extend on both sides of the track, makes marking boards on both sides without reconfiguration possible. One of the StoryStick Pro scales is a center scale. With double tabs set to exact spacing, set the center scale on the mark. It's that easy, and is transferable to other boards over and over again. Use the caliber arms to create a physical stick to use as a cut-to reference, like making vertical face frame divider. Separate the arms to the opening, lock in place, and then transfer that length to the workpiece. Or better yet, use your caliber arms to set your saw to the exact cut length without even needing to measure. Check your cut and slide your workpiece down in place. That's a perfect fit. The StoryStick Pro with its double tabs can also be used for the marking of cabinet features, like drawer slides and hinges. Now move the StoryStick Pro to the other side of the cabinet and mark your drawer slides or hinges with confidence that both sides will be at the same height.
Ideal for framers, roofers, and carpenters. The 7 1/4 inch magnesium hypoid saw. The 15-amp motor delivers proven performance. The maintenance-free, heat-treated hypoid steel gears last longer than traditional bronze alloy worm drive gears. Made with magnesium components, this saw is well balanced with less weight. It has an ergonomically designed body and grip. Its bevel adjustment and positive stops ensure optimum cutting flexibility. The lowered guard design improves performance. The reinforced power cord withstands job site abuse. Make quick, one-handed adjustments with its large rubberized levers. With easy-to-read numbers and ruler markings, a blade wrench is attached for convenient blade changes. And it even has a retractable sky hook.
When you have a job that requires a second set of hands, you can turn to the Rockwell Jaw Stand Portable Clamping System. Whether you're sheetrocking, setting a door, or constructing an outdoor playhouse for your children, this portable second set of hands will help you get the job done. If you're an occasional do-it-yourselfer or a professional contractor, the Jaw Stand will help you hold, cut, or clamp almost anything you need. You can use the Jaw Stand to tackle jobs like hanging doors, cutting and installing crown moldings, hanging sheetrock on the ceiling, and so much more. The Jaw Stand has a sturdy tripod base with non-slip rubber feet and a non-marring clamp to protect your surface and your work. The clamping head swivels 360 degrees and tilts from 0 to 90 degrees. You can adjust your working height from 29 to 41 inches. And the built-in leveling bubble ensures you get your work done right the first time. The Rockwell Jaw Stand, your easy, portable second set of hands.
Today on the Grizzly Project Lab, I will show you how to make a perfect fitting tenon using the Grizzly H7583 tenoning jig. Start by adding a 3/4 inch by 9 inch by 2 inch backer board to the back support of the jig. Then cut a 3/4 inch by 9 inch by 5 inch backer board and attach it to the side support. These backer boards are used as a safety barrier between the jig and the saw blade. Once your stock is the appropriate dimension, draw the cut lines for the tenon. This is done for reference on the initial cut only. The line should allow for the structural shoulder and cosmetic shoulder that's around the tenon cheek. Place your workpiece firmly against the back and supporting backboards. Then, use the clamp hand wheel to securely hold it in place. Make sure all the jig lock levers are tightened and slide the jig with the workpiece mounted up to the saw blade. Use the micro adjust knob to move the side support in or out until the edge of the blade aligns with the first mark. Always make sure the blade kerf is on the correct side of the mark and keep your riving knife installed. Raise the saw blade to the correct height to align with your tenon marks. And move the jig away to start the saw. Start at the saw and use both handles to make your first pass all the way through the workpiece. Turn the saw off and wait for the blade to stop. Then remove the workpiece from the clamp. Next, flip the workpiece 180 degrees and reclamp it. Make your next cut to complete the sides of the tenon cheek. Run all your passes needed, then rotate the workpiece again to create the cosmetic cheek cuts. Clamp the workpiece thoroughly and cut both ends to complete the tenon. Well, almost. We still have one final set of cuts to make without the jig. We still need to cut the tenon shoulders. Do this by installing the table saw fence and clamp a stop block to it for reference. It's important to keep the stop block far enough back to avoid possible binding between the blade and the workpiece. Adjust the blade height to the depth of the shoulder cuts done previously. Attach a backer board to your miter gauge to reduce tear out, and align the tenon shoulder mark with the blade kerf. Again, you only need to align this once for all of your cuts. Check the first cut to ensure the depth is correct and the tenon is the correct length. Then repeat the cut on the remaining 3 sides. And there you have it, a precision cut tenon for your project. You can find the H7583 tenoning jig and a huge array of mortising equipment for your shop at grizzly.com.
These are the Bosch PL1632 and PL2632 planers. These high-performance planers provide fast and even stock removal with a smooth finish and are designed for typical planer applications such as trimming doors. The aluminum front and rear shoes are precision machined after assembly to ensure accuracy. These planers not only feature a lock-off button to help prevent accidental startup, but also a lock-on button for extended operation, an industry first. The guide fence mounts to both the front and back of the tool for stability, and a plastic overshoe to prevent marring of your workpiece. The cord swivel makes it extra easy to position the power cord. A built-in spring-loaded stand elevates the tool to protect the blade and the resting spot and allows easy entry into the middle of your workpiece. The PL1632 comes with the dual mount fence, the plastic overshoe, and a shavings bag. The PL2632 also includes a case and the 3-degree overshoe. So here they are, the Bosch PL1632 and PL2632 planers. For more information on these tools, reference this page and be sure to check out the complete line of Bosch woodworking tools.
I'm going to show you how to use the Festool guide rail in combination with the guide stop adapter to perform a variety of tasks using your OF1400 plunge router. Before we begin, always make sure you're wearing hearing and eye protection when operating power tools, and always disconnect the power from your router before making any adjustments.
I'll begin by adjusting the guide stop adapter to fit the rail. Each guide block has 2 set screws that reduce play and allow for smooth travel. This is a one-time adjustment. Before attaching the router, I wanted to show you 2 options for mounting the guide stop adapter. The first option attaches one of the guide blocks to a single rail extrusion and allows the micro adjustment dial to precisely position the router. The second option reduces the functionality of the micro adjust, but places both guide blocks on both rail extrusions for increased stability. This is my preferred way of working. After securing the bit, the router is ready to join the guide stop adapter and be placed on the rail. With the router in place, I'll lower the outrigger foot for additional support and set the plunge depth. The final step is to add dust extraction. I've marked a line on the workpiece to specify the positioning of the rabbet. The outrigger foot will support the portion of the router that extends beyond the workpiece. I'll be cutting the rabbet in 2 passes, and after setting the plunge depth, we'll position the bit for the first cut. I can now connect dust extraction and power and complete the first pass. After the first pass, I'll reposition the bit for the final cut. Here's a look at the finished rabbet. I've gone ahead and marked the position and the dimension of the dado that I'll be cutting. I'll position the bit just shy of my pencil mark for the first cut. I'll reposition the bit for the second cut, again just shy of the pencil mark. A test fit will verify the precision of the dado.